Hello students, good morning to all. We are discussing regarding about genetic disorders, pedigree analysis. So up to sixth point we discussed in the pedigree analysis and genetic disorders. So next one, point number 7. So here next point number 7. The study of pedigree for a few generations for the analysis of transmission of certain exceptional phenotypes or disorders and the possibility of their occurrence in a particular generation is known as pedigree analysis. Yesterday we discussed what is meant by pedigree analysis. Pedigree analysis means the study of family chart. The study of family chart. Is there any generations, generation by generation, really suffering with any type of disorders? It should be studied by the family chart. So that is called pedigree analysis. In the seventh point, what given? The study of pedigree for a few generations for the analysis of transmission of a certain exceptional phenotypes or disorders and the possibility of their occurrence in a particular generation is known as pedigree analysis. Phenotypes or disorders. Is there any possibility is there or not? So the type of the disorder, it is really carry forward to the next generation or not. So that should be examined. That should be noticed by the studying of the family history, family chart. That is called pedigree analysis. Okay, right. So point number 8, in the pedigree analysis, the inheritance of a particular trait is represented in the family tree over generations. In the pedigree analysis, the inheritance of a particular trait is represented in the family tree over generations. So here what happens? There is a particular trait or character is inherited from one generation to another generation by the studying of pedigree analysis. Okay, next point number 9. Pedigree analysis is useful in many ways, like it helps to work out the possible genotypes from the knowledge of the respective phenotypes. So by the phenotypes, how many possible genotypes will be formed in next generation? It should be represented by pedigree analysis. Suppose for example, grandfather suffering with one of the disease. So in grandfather, suppose 4 sons are there. In the 4 sons, 3 daughters are there, for example. In that, how many persons are affected with that type of the disease? That should be explained by pedigree analysis. Okay, right. Point number 10. It helps to study the pattern of inheritance of a dominant or recessive trait. So by the pedigree analysis, we can identify what type of the disorder it is, what type of the inheritance it is, dominant inheritance or recessive type of inheritance. We'll discuss how it is the differentiate. We'll discuss in further topics. Okay, so it is help to study the pattern of inheritance of a dominant or recessive trait. Okay, right. Point number 11. The possible genetic makeup of a person for a trait can also be known with the help of a pedigree chart. The possible genetic makeup of a person for a trait can also be known with the help of a pedigree analysis, right? So genetic makeup also of the person can know by the family chart, that is pedigree chart. So point number 11, right? The possible point number 11 over, right? Point number 12, some of the important standard symbols used in the pedigree analysis are shown in the figure. So how the pedigree analysis is proposed, how the pedigree analysis will show. The pedigree analysis has there is a particular symbols has proposed by the scientist for pedigree analysis. This symbol indicates male, this symbol indicates female, this symbol indicates infected persons. Like that, some of the standard symbols proposed by the scientist for explain the family chart by the pedigree analysis. Okay, up to this clear all of you? I am once again I am revising from 7th point onwards. The study of pedigree for a few generations for the analysis of transmission of a certain exceptional phenotypes disorders and the possibility of their occurrence in a particular generation is known as pedigree analysis. By the pedigree analysis, whatever the possibility disorders can be shown. And next one, in the pedigree analysis, the inheritance of a particular trait is represented in the family tree over generation. In the family tree or family chart, really the people are suffering with any type of a particular trait disease, so that should be explained by pedigree analysis. Next one, pedigree analysis. Ninth point, pedigree analysis is useful in many ways, like it helps to work out the possible genotypes from the knowledge of the respective phenotypes. So, how much possible genotypes are forms by the respective phenotypes, that should be examined by pedigree analysis. That should be explained by the pedigree analysis. Okay. So, point number 10, it helps to study the pattern of inheritance of a dominant or recessive trait. So whatever the inheritance is majorly two different types, either dominant or recessive. So dominant or recessive inheritance also we should identify by the studying of a pedigree analysis family chart. Okay, right. Next, point number 11, the possible genetic makeup of a person for a trait can be also known with the help of the pedigree chart. So genetic makeup of a person of the trait or character. So what type of the genetic makeup, what is the pattern is presented, so that is also identified by the pedigree analysis or family chart. Some of the important standard symbols used in the pedigree analysis are shown in the figure. There is some of the standard symbols are using some of the standard symbols proposed by the scientist for explaining of pedigree analysis for the showing of traits in the different generations. After this clear, so let us discuss what type of the symbols generally uses in the pedigree analysis. Okay, right. Right. So these are the standard symbols generally uses in the pedigree analysis. Uh, the symbols are square symbols uses in the human pedigree analysis. First one, square symbol. Square indicates male. Square symbol indicates male. And next one, I will show like this, right? A circle. The circle symbol indicates female. Square indicates male, and circle is indicates female. Okay, right. And there is rhombus shape, so diamond shape, that is sex unspecified. Unspecified sex indicates and the diamonds are rhombus shape. And next one, either square or circle, round shape or rhombus shape, these three filled with color. Filled with color means the persons are affected persons, means suffering with some of the genetic disorder. Okay, up to this clear? So next, see, first one, square indicates male, circle indicates round indicates female, and sex unspecified sex, rhombus, that is diamond shape. Okay, right. Next one, all square, diamond, and rhombus shape symbols filled with color means those are affected individuals. Any type of the genetic disorder, those persons are affected individuals. Okay. And next one, square and circle, between one line is there. There is a connection between square and circle. Correction means what? Mating, right? Marriage, for example, mating or marriage. Okay, so between male and female, right? Next one, two lines are there between square and circle. Two lines are there that indicates mating between relatives, that is consanguineous mating. So consanguineous mating means what? That is relatives, so uncle's daughter or sister's daughter or sister's son, uncle's son, like that. The close relatives mating between marriage is happening, that indicates with a square and circle. Two lines are presented, right? Next one, next indicates between square and circle, between marriage happened, then what after marriage? Obviously children. So children indicates with uh, either or suppose all boys are there, male children are there, it indicates with square. All females are there, that is girls are there, that is indicates with circles, right? So for this couple, how many children's? Two children's, one female, one male. Okay, so which children is first? You can count from left to right. So left to right means from this side to this side, left to right. So first female, next male. Okay, right. That shows parents with the children. So from up to first generation, that indicates. Next one, next figure shows what you indicate, what you identified in next figure. uh, First one, male and female marriage and first generation, and only male child filled with color. Filled with color means what? He is suffering with some of the disease. That disease is not there in parents, but he is suffering. What is the reason? We'll discuss later. You understood or not? Parents are normal or carriers, but those children is suffering with affected children. Okay, right. Next, diamond rhombus symbol and inside 5 written, that indicates 5 unaffected offsprings. Obviously unaffected. Why? Filled with color means affected. Filled, not filled with color, that is unaffected offspring. These are the standard symbols which was proposed by the scientist for in the using of pedigree analysis for explaining of a family tree or family chart. Up to this clear, right? Once again I am revising the symbols. So square indicates male, circle female, rhombus or diamond shape sex unspecified, and whatever these symbols, square, circle, rhombus, filled with color, affected individuals, and mating between male and female, one line, and mating between relatives, two lines, and parents, above parents and below children's, and children's, how you count left to right. So first female children, next male children, right? Next, parents with affected children you should always show by filled with color. Okay, right. Next one, rhombus, diamond symbol, and those are inside 5 written, so those are affected or unaffected? Those are unaffected offsprings. Okay, so this is about pedigree analysis. In next class, the genetic disorders. So what are the types of genetic disorders? So genetic disorders, how explained by pedigree chart. Okay, practice these symbols. So whatever symbols given in NCERT textbook, that only we discuss it today. Okay, after this clear. Thank you very much. Bye bye.